Hey, what's good? What's happening? What's good? We live. Torrin, Lionel is lit. We in here, man. We skipped the intro today. We getting right down to business. No strings. What's good, everybody? Wednesday night. Tap, tap, tap in. This topic tonight is funny that we going here tonight because everything I've been seeing in like the last 2 weeks. I know we missed y'all last week, man. Tap on in here with us this week. Everything. What up? The homie Grand in here. Grand, I ran across your IG, Grand. Y'all was lit. Hold on. Hold on. Shout out to the homie Grand. I ran across the Grand IG getting ready for the show. Oh, that's the homie Grand. See what they got popping. It was going down. So shout out to Grand, man. But yeah, we got a good topic tonight. We're gonna have fun tonight. Love, sex, magic. I've been seeing so many people crashing out, dealing with like relationships and sex over like the last 2 weeks. It's been crazy. We're gonna get to some of that today. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna start with a bird of the week. That's a crazy mix of a crash out and sex. So we're gonna get to that. Let's get to the crew though, man. I know we might have Naomi pulling up later. Shout out to Mo wherever she is on her Carmen San Diego. What up, Torin? Cousin Torin in the building. Everybody say what's up to Torin.
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Happy to be here since we did miss out on last Wednesday, but hey, that was a much needed break. I just got back from New York, the Big Apple. And I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling ready to talk my ish. So let's go.
New York, okay, you got money. All right, we see you. Everybody say what's up to Lionel, man. GlintsLNL.com. If you ain't got your stunning shades, got your glasses ready. I don't know what you waiting on, man. Summertime right around the corner. What up, Lot?
What up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. I'm so happy it's Wednesday. Because tomorrow's my Friday. That's great fucking news. So, yeah, the vibes are really need to be. And you know what? This is my first hit of blunt all day. Like, I've just been super productive. That's just been my vibe lately, though. Like, I just got back from the gym. It's fun. Like, put the work in. I also even hooped at the gym, but then also hit the sauna, also swam and did some laps in that bitch in the pool. Then you in that bitch with a spa and a nice breezy in a great fucking episode of No Strings Attached. So that's a really good. It's a good Wednesday.
Let's go. Hit the thumbs up button as y'all come in. Tap in with us, man. Let's go. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's start off like we start off every show with the bird of the week. We always got a flock. But before we go there, let me give a bird of the week that I don't have a clip for or any information for. This bird of the week is to the young gentleman that works for Amazon that I had to cuss out today. Yeah, man. And I'm not saying I don't know tough guy stuff. Hopefully he understood where I was coming from. You did.
No.
But the way he parked, I couldn't get into my driveway. And so he thought I was trying to go by, so he's waving me forward. And I hit the button to let my garage up, and I'm like bumping my horn with my blinker on, letting him know, no, I'm going right here where you're parked. I can't, He looks at me, proceeds to get out of the Amazon van with packages. I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna run straight across the street to that lady and jump back in. He out because it's raining. It's been raining all day. He in the rain. I'm thinking, all right, I ain't tripping. He goes to her house, drops off one package, walks behind my car, walks 2 houses down, drops off a package over there, then walks back to the truck. So I'm a little bit perturbed at this point. Like, all right, I'm still literally, I promise you, I'm still not tripping. I'm like, that's kind of an a-hole move, but whatever. Mm-hmm. He then gets back in the truck and walks out with 5 more packages in his hand. And I'm like, nah, bro. And I crashed out a little bit. It was a minor crash out. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a minor crash out.
Because it's giving you as the bird of the week.
I felt like I was being very kicked back and chill. I had just picked up my girls from school. We just chilling. I'm thinking, you know what? It's raining hard, man. I'm gonna run out. Let him run, make them quick 2 drop offs, whatever. He went, all right, fine. He leaving now. When he came back out with a handful of packages, I jumped out in the rain, and yeah, we had a very adult discussion.
Not in front of your daughters.
I know. The only part I wish I would have closed the door behind me, but I left it was just the energy, just you know what I'm saying. The energy was just, you know. So shout out to him for moving though.
Also, he did move it and finish.
It was gonna, something has.
You gotta know it's retrograde too, so people just people are on a weird time right now. I know somebody cut me the fuck off when I was leaving HEB yesterday at night, and I was just like, ugh. Like they were driving to park, ironically in the direction that I was already parked. So I literally stopped behind a car, and I was just like, Lionel, do you address this or no? Like, but then ultimately, like, I decided, like, let me just get up out of here. It ended up being like 4 older ladies that was like not even American. So I was like, they don't want no smoke for real. Like, they really don't want smoke. But I also be wanting to let people know, like, I'm always the guy that says, if you ever see me here again, don't ever try that shit. Like, I'll literally we had to throw hands because in the corner store, once I was telling the guy, don't ever try this shit. I live right here. You'll probably see me again. If you see this car again, bitch, don't try it. And then nonetheless, we ended up throwing hands in that store. So I thought about all that last night in that moment before I was like, do you address this or do you just keep it pushing? So I know exactly where your heart's at. Like, people will have you fucked up in the wrong time, too. Like, please, let me just be patient and let me go home. Let me be a normal citizen. But it's okay. Sometimes you might gotta crash out a little bit.
Yeah, it was.
So the next time you come here, Amazon, do not park right here in this bitch and block me the fuck in.
Yeah, and I wouldn't, man, look, if he would have just been blocking half of my driveway and I could have got in, I promise you I wouldn't have tripped. But I couldn't turn into my driveway.
No, trust me, I know. Y'all shit is tight over there.
That's why I wasn't tripping, because the streets are tight in my neighborhood. And
do you remember when I hit your neighbor's car? Barely. It was a love tap. It was a love tap.
You hit the car. Bree hit the car. I think
I didn't know I got hit multiple times.
I think 4 people that I think Blake hit the car one night. Like everybody back into that truck. Yeah.
Damn, that means she was not parked there.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, let's go, man. Let's get to this. Let's get to this bird though. Now, it's probably messed up. I'm showing this, but fuck it, we gonna show it. Because in the immortal words of our sister Shawty Mo, niggas be horny. Some background on this. I don't know if y'all saw this on social media, but apparently this chick had moved wherever they at. She had moved out there with this guy, whatever he promised her. And here's what he was doing while she was at work, and he got caught up, and now he's on No Strings as the bird of the week. Here you go. So it's about a minute long. Now she ends up crashing out, but I think it's just her anger with the situation and everything going on. But here we go.
He agreed to pay her for, and he was going to go inside one of these rooms and receive the. Was going to leave your son in the car while it happened.
Just so you know, we have to call it DCF as well. They have to be notified that we've taken temporary custody of your child.
Oh my God!
This is what happens. Your daddy's just going to go with us and talk.
What is happening right now? I don't even know what's going on. Okay? What were they doing?
Hold on.
Okay, so there's some quick background before she comes up and crashes out. So this is going back to the beginning. So he got picked up in a prostitution sting. They had an undercover out there soliciting. He was with his little man.
Oh my God.
And he was gonna run into one of these little sleazeball motels, leave little man in the whip while he got some top.
Oh, that's multiple charges.
Yeah, so he deserves all the smoke he's getting today.
No, yeah, that's
it's like, why couldn't she just come in the car with the baby in the back?
No, oh my God, that's even worse.
No, that's not worse. You do not need to neglect that baby. That's worse.
No, that's worse. You now neglecting the child even more about making the child experience his dad get head. Like,
you could ride them around for a few laps around the highway and then put that baby out, put that baby to sleep. And then while the baby's in the back seat, seriously, put them babies to bed and do what you got to do. But don't leave the baby in the car. Seriously, that's a whole charge. You don't want that smoke.
Well, yeah,
but that's really crazy. And like, aside from the charge, like obviously it's a charge because anything could happen at that point. Like even 2 seconds is all it takes for a kid to do anything wrong, or somebody to come like snatch the kid. God forbid.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
just like there's no head that's worth that. Like there's no head. I can imagine. But that's why I'm like, if the head is that necessary, just bring her to the car, right? Doesn't that make more sense?
I don't know. I'm staying away from that line. But here go old girl when she
Right.
pull up. I'm gonna stay away from that. Here we go.
He's right here. Mom right here.
Okay. What's going on? All right, mommy's here. Come here.
At the corner, met the undercover officer, and they talked about having.
Who, you? Where is he?
He went to
He
jail.
was taken already. I'm out here by myself. I don't have no family. I don't have a license to drive. I just had to get my coworker to come bring me here. I'm trying to understand what's going on because he said to me they were sitting over by the green chairs watching the water. So how did you end up here? Is the point I'm trying to get.
I'll help you, young lady. They ended up there because that nigga was horny. That's how they ended up over there. That's how. I'll help you. Don't get mad at them.
Right. No, she like, yeah, she projected her anger out to the wrong people. Like, you know, you need to calm down. Like, we ain't got nothing to do with what he did. Like,
I feel like she's not projecting it at them. She's just upset. This is obviously an upsetting situation.
Oh yeah, she's definitely upset.
yeah, I mean,
I
yeah,
can
maybe
imagine.
that's she's passionately talking,
Yeah.
but it's a little bit too much. Like,
Because no,
Yeah.
under what circumstance do you talk calmly? Like, oh, so he was actually supposed
Well,
to be
it ain't
doing
my
this
fault
and
that we
Because
here.
you're
Don't
talking
yell
to
at me.
somebody
It's not
else.
like she's saying like, what the fuck you got? Like she's saying like, what are you kidding? It's like she's being gagged. She's like, are you kidding me? Like she's in her own
Yeah.
experience. I don't think
I
she's
let
talking
that
to
nigga.
them like, but we'll see.
I'll let that nigga, man. Look. Now you know what's crazy though, and this is
I
what
know
I
that's why
thought.
she said, where the fuck is he?
Yeah,
She's
he in jail
realizing all
already.
this. Just imagine being in a situation and turns out some crazy shit and went down, first of all, with the dad. Then turns out your kids are where? Huh? With who? Why? Just imagine. Y'all would see
Let me
me
play the rest
lose
in.
my
Let me play the
shit.
rest.
I
There's
would
only a
have
couple
lost
more
it.
seconds left. Here we go.
Calm down, T. I can't.
Hold on 1 second, man.
Well, how? How? I have nobody. I cannot drive the f***ing car. Shit is in f***ing storage. I need
There's-
contact with him. I need to know why.
Okay.
You dragged me from work to out here to start
Let's forget
over.
about him.
Yeah. She upset. She upset. He
Rightfully
sold her
so.
a bill of goods that we finna go
Rightfully
out
so.
there. It's finna be popping, baby. You know what I'm saying? And now he out there soliciting, trying to get some top.
That's very.
Here's the
fucked up.
deal. You know what's crazy? Here's what I thought about. And you know, I'm not saying that he's a good guy. I don't know him, but sometimes though,
Clearly, that's not a
sometimes
great
when,
decision.
well, no, I'm saying because sometimes when cops are doing those things, if somebody has a kid with them, they'll be like, "Hey, man, listen, get the, you know what I'm saying, get the hell out of here." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this, you know what I mean? They'll shoot you some bail sometimes on some like because, like you said, now you got so many charges. Now, my boy, you
Yeah.
in a world. You know what I'm saying? You
But
got
that's good though, because I know I've heard of a situation recently. Well, it wasn't similar to this, but it was just another situation. It was a lady like drugging guys by a bar, and like she was doing it in her hometown, Chicago. She went to court for it, and the judge let her out. And so then she went to New Orleans on Super Bowl weekend and was doing her normal shit that she be doing, and she ended up killing someone, murdering someone. So then they were saying, looking at that judge like, hey, why didn't you lock her up? You had the chance. Like, so, but it's good. Like, you'll need to face those charges because next time something actually could happen to the kid if it wasn't a cop, right? If it wasn't a sting, that could really go left in a billion different ways. So it's
yeah,
like
and
good.
this is
Yeah,
what
good.
Grant is saying, and I listen. It sounds crazy a little bit for some people, but I get what you're saying, man. Grant, like, I'm not gonna lie, I know it wasn't just him, horny. The undercover, I guess you're trying to say, cop had to be, you know, and that's my thing, and that's why I'm saying that, like, sometimes the cops will shoot you some bail. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, yo, you got your kid in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even going, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna try to persuade you like that, dog. We just gonna go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of here. But you know,
That
damn,
makes
like,
sense. That really makes sense. Like a wake up call, but that would take such a nice cop.
yeah.
Right.
So there you go. There you go. That's what you get. You know what I mean? You jumped out the window, and now you you definitely caught
No,
up in the
that's a
street
good
fight.
lesson. I feel like the lesson from that is just to like young guys, especially like realizing that temptation is like, ooh, it's like an energy, and like think about FAFO, like fuck around and find out for real.
Yeah.
Like that energy could lead you to that. Like temptation sounds good, looks good, all the above, but the whole thing is like when you snap out of it, like then it'd be like, oh shit, it's real shit that you have to deal with. So like that's the thing. If you can focus like on channeling like temptation or like controlling your temptation or just something, that's worth putting thought and energy and effort into for real, because it could get you in a lot of shit.
Yeah, man. Because now he got to deal with a whole lot because they got child protective service involved. He
Yeah,
might have,
that's like a lot to do
he's
with. And
definitely
then
gonna get. He's
his
definitely gonna get some type of charge about something with a minor. You know what I'm saying? Neglect or
his
something.
woman is like completely obviously irate. Like
Oh
he's gonna have
yeah,
to
yeah,
deal with her wrath too. Like, yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
yeah. This is gonna be. This is gonna be. Good luck to him, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, definitely got to hit him with a bird. Let's stay on this. I don't know if y'all saw it. I don't want to put it up because I don't want to put the people's faces out there, even though it's like public knowledge. But did y'all see it? The first one I saw was 2 weeks ago, but apparently another one just happened the other day. This is, I forgot what state it's in, but they have conjugal visits, and one of the inmates ended up strangling his wife during a conjugal visit.
I think I
And
did
then
see that.
it was a second one that just happened like yesterday or 2 days ago at the same prison.
No,
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah.
With a different guy?
Yeah, different guy. Yeah.
I mean, what's going on? That person gets no more conjugal visits.
One thing about inmates, I feel like is 50-50. Like either they like are like waiting their time, just waiting for time to pass, or totally accept the fact that bitch, I'm in here. So okay, they will easily fuck up anybody from that point. Like once they just accept like this is it, like then you get a different kind of monster like humans. So it's like, yeah, I can only imagine.
I'm trying to
That's
find the
terrible.
article
That's
because
so terrible.
I think the dude they were married apparently, but I think he had like 4 life sentences, like something crazy. The first guy. Yeah, he put some numbers on the board.
I realized when you don't got that much to lose in there, they will fuck you up.
Yeah, and I was just like, first of all, I didn't know, how many prisons still had conjugal visits. Oh, God damn, he's still doing.
I thought every prison would have that, but I didn't know it was like dangerous. Like, damn.
Oh, shit, you in there with a damn
But
murderer.
they are inmates, exactly. To be honest.
Like
clearly that's dangerous. I know what the fuck. Yeah, that's probably one of the most dangerous things you could do, honestly.
Yeah, and so
because you put other inmates in the room, like they're like your own person, you're there to see, but there's other inmates in that room and y'all gonna all be in there together.
No, after they give you like a personal little cell.
Yeah, you go like a little bungalow or something like that, or like
a bungalow.
Yeah, they give you like a private room.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Ain't like you go in the jail cell. Like, no, that'd be crazy. Like, no, like you gotta walk to the jail cell too.
Yeah, you and this bitch, both y'all in this bitch now.
How bad do you really love them, right?
Exactly. Okay. Really, y'all all in this bitch. But they really be loving them down. They really be showing up. They would probably spend the night if they could. I promise. They would be spending the night.
That would be crazy. Because that other inmate is gonna be sitting there jacking off. Like, they'll be watching. Like, the fuck, like, no.
Right, that bitch if they could. They love their guys. I feel like women who love guys
right here. Here we go. I found it. Boom.
You can't. Dowles was a mother herself to 2 sons, grandmother to 6. She was a hairstylist and a small business owner in the Los Angeles area, known to her family as Stevie. We spoke to them on Zoom.
Stevie was literally the glue.
Okay, I don't want to hear sad stories because I'm already sad, but that's crazy. He was already serving multiple life sentences, and yeah, came up on a conjugal. He got her up out of there. I mean, that's crazy.
I know Keisha Cole said you can't help who you love, but I need you to use your brain.
LT in the building. What's up, my guy?
What's popping?
Yeah, no, I saw it. And then, like I said, they said it was another one that just happened like yesterday at the same prison. So I don't know if, they finna.
That's what she was probably singing. Love won't let you walk away and you can't help who. She needed to walk away though. Like, be free. Do not sign up for that.
Well, they definitely
it's different if y'all already together and then that person goes. Like, that's still different. But like,
they just messed it up for everybody though. Ain't gonna be no more conjugal visits over there at that prison. We done.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
Yeah, y'all only got 2 bodies in 2 weeks. We done here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, well, y'all plotting. Was this a scheme?
No, for real. Like, what is going on?
No, that sound. Listen, when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is crazy. I didn't know they were still doing conjugals. Okay, it was one more crash out I wanted to get to, I thought, before we get into the main proceedings this
Conjugal is a
evening.
crazy word. That's like a
Dang.
big.
It is, ain't it?
I didn't send it to you.
You did this. You sent me something, Torian, didn't you?
Yeah, but about Nia Long, that shit with Nia Long and Sherry Sherman.
Oh, and Sherry, yeah, they were getting into it. Yeah, everybody's upset. Everybody's mad at
Which
everybody.
is so crazy because I seen Nia Long because I was in New York and I seen Nia Long the day before that story had dropped. Or maybe
That's
2 days
crazy.
before.
That is crazy.
Yes, like I just seen her. I was at this little market in Chelsea, Chelsea Market. And my friend was like, when this lady turn around, tell me who she looked like. Cause she's like somebody, and I'm like, who? Without seeing who turned around, I'm like, oh, that's Nia Long. Like, and she was with her son, and I had Google to make sure that was her and the boy.
That's
So
crazy.
I was like, yeah, that was the boy. Like, she was just casually out by herself, like just shopping with her son. She's so lit. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know she was that small. Like.
Did she look different or something?
No, she looked just like she look on like all the movies and stuff. Like,
cause she don't be wearing a lot of makeup either, so that makes sense.
No, just beautiful. I mean, and like she aging good, gracefully, So like,
yeah,
it's like the age version of her. But like, yeah,
Little
like
did
she
you
looked
know
great.
she was gonna be in some smoke.
Yeah, her shades on. No, and then she looked like she about business. So I don't even like. I don't even doubt
She
that
was
she
standing
did
on that
confront
business.
Sherry like that. Like,
yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
That is crazy because ironically, Tamara just saw Simone Biles at HEB. But I know she lives around here.
She's little.
I know that's what Tamara said. She was small. And Tamara's small. So to say that is crazy. But then
no, for real. Like,
no,
what?
for real. But then and I ran into T.O. playing pickleball. He was like at my pickleball club. Like, wait, I didn't recognize it until the end. I saw this random super tall black guy playing pickleball. I'm like, okay, just a new black guy today. But then turns out by the end, I was like, that guy looked like T.O. And I was like, by the end, I was like, that's totally T.O. 100%. But he was cool. So it's interesting. I feel like the energy for this retrograde is interesting, but people are obviously frustrated. Like, it's like within Aries season. So y'all just be mindful. Stay calm. Take an extra deep breath right now, these days.
All right, let me say this ahead of time because I want to get this story out the way because somebody going to, pause.
What does your hat say?
No, ain't no pauses for that. If you gotta do that many pauses, then it's gay.
I got my Astros hat on, got my A-Leaf shirt on. Repping for the city. You there? Repping for my side. Shout out to the Southwest.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no. We're super pausing this. I swear on everything. I thought this shit was a joke. I was like, I'm like, these niggas stupid online. I was like, oh, this is real. No one's gonna be wearing this for real. No heterosexual man is wearing this. I don't give a hell what they talking about.
You don't get to make those decisions.
No, bro.
Don't bro me, bro.
No, bro. Ain't nobody
Let's see, we can't
this.
see. What you talking about?
Have y'all seen this?
No, but Roy, I seen you in that 2 weeks ago, nigga.
And I thought it was a joke. That's what I'm telling you.
Roy, you was just in that when we was in Austin last year.
Yo ass out of here.
Now, what is an adjustable strap brief?
Nah, bro, that ain't it. That's a bikini, bro.
Nah, I mean, that's clearly not for straight men.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. That's a bikini. Come on, man. Y'all bikinis, bro. That's what y'all do. That's what we doing.
That shit is cute though. Like, shit, I might be rocking one. I might be rocking one in 2 years. Shit.
That's
come on, man.
That
dog is insane.
That is a bikini though. Like that is just a male bikini. It's just a male bikini.
Yeah,
it's just a bikini, but they just go add male in front of it.
Calling it an adjustable strap brief.
Yeah, adjustable strap brief.
Yeah, that's not a brief at all. Where the brief at? I mean, the brief supposed to. No, a brief would need in the front too.
Come on, man. Don't tell me y'all adjustable strap brief is a crazy word. And that's a crazy phrase. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
That is crazy. I would just be ass naked before I just got that on.
Come on, man. This is insane.
No, you wouldn't. Like if you in the
totally
jungle,
would.
if you in
No,
the
I totally
jungle,
would.
All
Not
right,
if I was in the
we done.
jungle. If I was in the
that's
jungle, I
what
would.
that's what Tarzan had on.
Tarzan was like a
It's
cartoon.
crazy. Oh yeah, Playboy caught off. I forgot to play Playboy Cardi.
Wait, how does he come into this? Because I love his album. I was literally loving that.
Because
Song.
niggas hate Playboy Cardi now that they found out he liked trannies.
Oh, wow.
Or that he's
Adjustable
queer.
briefs.
Because he said he'd be dating anybody. He said he I'm sure.
Hey, maybe he got him some adjustable strap briefs. You know?
Hey,
Get down. Get down how you get down. I'm not mad at it.
I'm gonna give y'all some.
You can just keep mine. You can get mine. You can wear mine.
No, that's just so y'all can like show off for y'all ladies one night, you know.
I told you I'm more of a bodysuit kind of guy. I'd rather just be straight up. I'm not gonna do the. I'm not like a.
All right, well I'm gonna get you a little skin bodysuit for this.
I wouldn't put that
bodysuit.
No,
Get
I
you a
wouldn't
little
put that
skin.
Nah, that's insane. That's a super pause. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
Adjustable. What the hell is brief?
Adjustable or something. Strap.
Adjustable strap brief. Like who said? I know we can call it. It's not a bikini. It's an adjustable strap brief. No, it's just a bikini.
They probably would have done better with mankini. They would have done better that way.
They would have.
That shit.
But I mean, look, it's y'all just super woke to it.
They pussyfooting. They should have hit that shit straight.
But it's gonna make some men just like, oh yeah, like yeah, I can wear that. It's a strap. So what is it called? A strap brief.
Where's the strap?
Yeah,
they gonna argue down like this is not a bikini. It's a man's strap.
I'm like, where's the strap and where's the brief? That's false advertisement.
Yeah,
right.
no,
We need more brief in the brief.
Yeah, that's insane. Okay, I got two more stories. I'm gonna hold them for the end. One, I know that one I think is gonna be a good conversation for us. The other one is just a mess and it's funny as hell. But before we get to any of that, man, this is a good time right now. If you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it. Hit a thumbs up as well, man. Go ahead and drop that. Jump in the comment section, make that live than what it was. Let us know how you feeling out there, man. Just shoot us a dude. Say what up. You dig? Tell a friend, share the channel. We definitely appreciate the growth. Everybody that's listening to us in the podcast form, man, wherever you find your podcast, catch the audio version of us, man. It gets uploaded every Thursday afternoon. No strings attached. That's the movement. You dig? Let's go, man. Tonight's topic. As we get into that, love, sex, magic. Y'all niggas got me confused with this topic. Y'all niggas, are y'all putting magic on people to get sex from them? Is this a voodoo? Are we celebrating voodoo tonight? Is that what we doing?
Maybe.
I heard about the Creole girls. They say back in the day, they say that, they bury your drawers in the front yard and you can't leave the house. You can't ever leave them. They put some.
That is some extra shit. That's like so extra. Imagine.
That's what they do. That's what they do. If they want to keep you, they'll get a pair of your drawers, bury them shits in the front yard, and you can't leave. It's like a barrier now. They put some little voodoo on you, and like no matter how bad you want to leave, you're gonna keep.
That's so fucked up.
Can you blame them though if you get some good pussy or dick? Like it's like, damn, I just need to cat this shit. Like, no, like
you cannot do that. That's actually you can't fuck with people.
He said, do not eat the spaghetti.
Right. You can't fuck with people's free will.
Yeah, man. Let me get up out of here.
Yeah, I can because they don't know.
No, that's like basically drugging somebody. Then if you would like do that, then you would drug somebody. If you ask me,
it's magically drugging, but it's magical, so it's okay.
It's magic. The word, you know what's funny? The word magic does make it seem a little less. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
right.
At least if it's a drug, the drug will wear off. That magic shit ain't gonna be what your ass got.
All right, period.
Go ahead.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't know parts of that. I don't want no But that's them down south girls, though. You got to watch them anyway, dog. They Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia girls are a little different.
Houston.
Well, I said, yeah. Houston. That shit is wild. But yeah, man, let's go. Love, sex, magic. Is it in that order, y'all? How we doing this? Is it in that order?
Well, I don't lead the conversation. He talked about it.
Well, I feel like a good conversation for now is like sex, honestly. I mean, love ties into that, but I didn't even want to get into love as relates to sex as much. Just literally talking about sex as adults. Like, like we're adults now and we have a podcast. And so the conversation is just going into, at this point, I feel like it's interesting because just we're all guys here, so it's interesting now. But besides that, I feel like sex is healing. What do you think about sex? It's like rejuvenating. I feel like it keeps you young. It's good for like the skin and the heart. Like sex is, I feel like sex is, I be hearing people talk about sex and it don't be happening as often. But like, of course, it got to be like connection. It doesn't have to be connection, but it's got to be saved. That's what's got to be. But besides that, like, you got to have more sex, probably. I think we all should probably have more sex.
Hilarious.
So I was just thinking about that. And that's how I could see it in terms of how like magic could come into it. I think sex could be magical. Like that definitely can create phenomenal energy and like could attract shit to you. Now people are on you for real, or now this person is more interested in you because y'all just connected one night off sex. So it can create some shit that's magical. But in terms of like using magic to make people have sex with you or stay with you, that's so fucked up. That's like I always say free will is a fucked up. Like I mean you can't fuck with someone's free will. Like people have the free will to do what they want.
But
So
okay, so I think we got to probably talk about it from a couple different perspectives of sex, right? But just to see what the consensus is, because sex in general, it's kind of a broad, you know what I mean? It's like, because you got some people that would say, yeah, having a lot of sex, yeah, man, that's great. Like you said, all the healing, skin, all that good shit. But what's the, I don't want to say constraints, but like, what's the parameters? Is it you're having a bunch of sex with a bunch of random people? You know what I'm saying? Or is this just
that's a parameter for sure.
You know what I mean?
So
Or
the parameters are that's a really good point because the parameters are like safety, which obviously equals like if you're not in a relationship, like condoms for sure. That's important. And then it may fuck up the vibe, honestly, because condoms don't just like feel the best. Like that might fuck up the vibe, but like you said,
No, you
parameters
should
are important.
say that because now you gonna be like, well, Lionel said like.
No, people know that. That's just like a universal. Like no one just be like, "Oh, I'd rather."
I don't know that.
You like if no one's saying like, "I'd rather use a condom for sure." But
I
like,
do.
it was, it
I
doesn't
say
feel the
that.
best. But that's the thing. You've got to definitely. I don't know. I don't want it to be like random people, but I feel like I'm just in a space where having great sex is great for me. But I'm also in a 10-year ass relationship. But it's good. I feel like I enjoy good sweat too. So I love getting my heart rate up in that way and like sweating in that way. So that's
Oh
my
yeah, that's doing
perspective.
too much. Yeah, I ain't trying. Yeah, I got shit to do.
All
Yeah,
right, hold on, wait a minute.
but that's my perspective. I understand.
Yeah, no, I'm with
people
you.
are in a relationship, so but that's important. You don't just like have sex with random ass people. And so I guess
But
there's
some
two
people
roads that
though,
you go down.
I would argue though that some people feel like that's very liberating for them though, to
Mhm.
just just to have sex if they meet somebody and the energy is good, that like they not, you know what I mean? Like, and I understand like society has certain, and I'm not saying like society is right or wrong, good, bad, or indifferent, but I know like different people feel differently about that in general. Shout out to LT, you talking about the energy. People always talk about the exchange of energy that goes into that. So they say you should be cautious, selective, you know what I'm saying, on who you're giving that energy to. And some people just feel different. They feel like, hey man, you know what I mean? Like I just enjoy, sex. You got people that are sex workers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think probably that's a little bit different, a different side of the, I don't know. I don't even want to speak for sex workers because I don't know how they feel about it. You know what I'm saying? They may really enjoy it every time, or it just may be a job. It depends on maybe who you talk to. You know what I'm saying? Which sex worker you talk to, how they feel about
That would
it.
be a great perspective to have had on this episode. I didn't think about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all, did y'all forget I'm a sex worker?
Hilarious.
Yeah, so what's your perspective? Even how do you feel about work?
I feel it's work. Just like y'all go to y'all 9 to 5, I go to my 9 to 5. Like I do what I gotta do.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, because it's I mean, just even maybe if it's not straight sex work, but like if you're, I don't know. Let me not say that because I don't want to put. Fuck it. I thought it. I'm gonna say it.
Content creator. What you gonna say?
A lot of people. I know it's a profession, and it is a profession, and it should be respected as such.
Mhm.
Right? Not being childish about it. But if you're somebody who's a masseuse, that can be a very sensual job. If that's what you do for, like, I know people that's what, they're licensed, so that's what they do. But it can be, I'm not saying every massage has to be, it's sports massage out there, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying it can be a very, you know what I mean? A lot of niggas back in the day, that's how they used to kind of try to kick shit off. That's how you kick their little sex shit off. Can you give me a massage? Can I give you a massage? You know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to get their little rocks off, you dig? So,
Right, some happy endings.
well, I'm just saying, anytime that like it's two, it's humans and it's skin on skin, it's touching, it's rubbing, it can get there real quick. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It can get there, and so that's the point. Look, happy endings. Ling Ling voice is crazy. LT, Ling Ling voice.
Oh wow.
Ling Ling
LT.
voices. But you know what?
Also,
Hold on. So let's stay there.
Wait. I'm going to go. LT, tell me shut the fuck up, please. What? What did I say? Why not shut the fuck up?
You said you were a sex worker. He wasn't buying it.
I do know several men that feel like if they go get a massage and get a happy ending, they feel like that's in no way cheating at all. They're like, we just
wait. You said what? Say it again.
That if they go get a massage and get a happy ending, that's in no way cheating.
That's crazy. Who the hell said that?
I mean, I'm not gonna put them out there like that, Torian. Damn, Torian, like, give me name.
I'm like, do you believe that, Roy?
You know my stance on cheating. Anything you wouldn't do in front of your partner, I consider cheating. So I think all y'all is cheaters anyway. But
shit. I mean, but some of them niggas would do that shit in front of their partner. So, like, is it cheating? Like, that's your case. Like, shit.
Right.
Well, it's not cheating. Listen, if your partner cool with it, it's not cheating. But like it could just be, some people think that's cheating. Some people think it's not. Some people think going to the strip club and getting a lap dance is too far for them. You know what I mean? It just depends on your level of security, because sex is just a difficult thing. It's a very simplistic thing, but it can be very difficult waters to navigate if you're not locked in with a person. Like we were saying, you're locked in. I've been married for a long time now. If you're locked in with a person, it's still difficult, but it's a different type of navigation you're dealing with now, depending on if y'all both work, timing, kids, how do we make time for, you know what I'm saying? But if you're like if you're single, those waters are difficult, because here's my theory. I wish Naomi was here right now, because Naomi always talks about how the niggas she know, or the way she feel, is that niggas is out here just fucking bitches all day. I promise you that's not real life. I swear to God, that's not real life. I'm not saying you can't, right? But that's not really real life. That's not, niggas ain't going out every night taking some new home 7 nights a week. That's not real life.
No, but that's her perspective. She's saying that they could. She's saying that like basically dudes be getting chose to having bitches. Basically, bitches be on their body. That's what she's saying. Like, not that they even might be like receptive, but like basically dudes be having hell of options. That's what her perspective.
But I think so. My retort is everybody has hella options. It just depends on where on your option scale you're willing to go that night, right? Like, on your option scale, are you saying, well, hey man, shit, it's late. That 3 over there, she been eyeing me tonight. Fuck it, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have sex tonight. Like every I'm gonna sound crazy. Every chick that I knew in the hood.
Spit it out. Laughing shit.
Every chick I knew in the hood that was like overweight or not classically attractive, all of them had babies real early. Like, they had no problem of getting somebody to shoot their club up. It wasn't like it was just like the pretty girls that was getting pregnant. No. You know, it was the ones that you'd be like, who the hell is hitting that? everybody's hitting that, right? If she's willing to let somebody hit it. So that's what I'm saying. That like it depends on what you want to, you know what I'm saying, what you want to do that night, right? If you just want to keep going until you find somebody that's down, you can do that. You know what I mean? Now I'd probably say you might have a problem and you need to go talk to somebody. But that's just my perspective.
You're like, please.
Yeah, like, dude, look, hey, I ain't want to say it like that, LT. I ain't want to say it like that, but you ain't lying. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
God. Where'd that word come from? I never heard that.
But it's good. That's so good. That's necessary.
That is crazy. That is sick.
Ain't never heard of a booger wolf?
No. What?
Oh man, that might be some Texas shit. You know?
That might be. That might be.
Before. But I feel like everybody needs to reproduce though. Like we need people on the planet, so that's good. That's really good. The booger wolves, everybody. Like we need that. We need people.
The booger vampires, the booger fairies.
Booger vampires, crazy. Yeah, I think it's a Texas thing. And I'm finna get on Wisconsin here in a minute, specifically Milwaukee, because every time I look up, y'all need to get private school. Well, not forget private. I had to just do homeschooling in Milwaukee because the teachers in Milwaukee are going crazy. They are having sex with all the kids in Milwaukee. Every time I look up, it's somewhere in Milwaukee, it's another teacher. I think
I saw a story like that. I'm not sure if it was in Milwaukee though. It might have been.
Don't answer it, Lionel.
I'm like, it might have been for real. I'll be wondering anytime I see WI or here in Wisconsin, I'll be like, is Milwaukee? In Milwaukee?
It's always Milwaukee, right? Yeah, it's always Milwaukee.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes, Milwaukee is in Wisconsin because that's where I'm from.
I think, where was the chick at? It was a teacher recently. She wowed out so hard. She had like some young boys, you know, run a train on her wearing scream masks.
I think
that was crazy.
I heard that story.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
That's the story I just heard, and I'm like, no way. And was that in Milwaukee?
I'm just gonna let's just say it is.
That was actually in Houston. Why you trying to put it out to?
Oh wow.
That wasn't in no damn Houston. That was in
Milwaukee. Was in Houston.
With putting the screen, like what type of? And then I saw another lady. She came out and told the court the reason that she did what she did was because her husband was bad in bed, and she thinks that she was too attractive to be a teacher.
I'm confused.
So why are you a teacher, bitch? What's going on?
She said that she was so attractive that like I guess that the boys were flirty with her, and her husband was bad in bed. And so, you know,
so you gotta fuck a minor. Like what?
That's crazy.
You can't go to the club and find you a 21-year-old. Like
she didn't want to. She totally wanted to do that. But so that's just making me realize. I'm realizing more that like you said, like no, there's sex is a two-sided coin because like, on the one hand it's great, but then on the other hand that shit can be so dangerous, so bad. So like a lot of shit, like a whole lot of a little shit. It's like, you know, it's like, but it is like love in that way. Cause I'll be thinking about love. What song? Y'all know I think in song lyrics versus movies. Cause I know a lot of people think in movie like quotes. Like my parents are that way. They would think of like some movie quotes. And I'd be like, damn, I don't know what y'all talking about. But damn, there's a song. Oh yeah. Kanye West and Carrie Hilson, like Love Knocks You Down. I was thinking about that recently and I was like, wow, love is so powerful in that way for real because it really will rock your shit. And then I saw a tweet from Deion Sanders saying like surrender to love. And it was another reminder that love is so powerful. Like it's gonna sweep you one way or the other. But you either fight love, people will fight that shit. Or you allow it to sweep you. And I feel like sex is that way too. And you know, it's just as powerful. This conversation is helping me to realize that. And it'd be leading people into shit. Like the guy, the first story. Like that was all sex based for sure.
Right.
So that's like it's so important to be like aware of like the two-sided coin of sex. But on the other side, it's so like good too. Like it's recharging. I feel like I'd be healthier. Like I feel like my heart needs that. Like seriously.
And that's the thing is that like, you know, it's some people now because we're so hyperly over sexualized in our society now that like some people never turn off the sex switch. Right. Mm-hmm. So like in everything that they do at work, all they thinking is, damn, man, like, you know, it can be a superior. All they thinking is, damn, I'll fuck the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never a point where it turns off. It's always on and it's on 100 at all times. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like These are the people that like when they walk, if a woman walks past, no matter where they are in any setting, they automatically have to look back and see. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where they are. They can be in church, at the damn hospital, visiting somebody, anywhere. If they see somebody walk past, they looking. It's just, you know, you got to get to a point to where you can like low key turn that. Like I used to think in my younger days that when people first started talking about people being sex addicts, I was like, man, that shit cap. Ain't nobody no goddamn sex addict. You dig? This nigga
No,
said,
I thought that's easy to believe.
hashtag check that ass is crazy. LT.
Hashtag.
What up, Darius? Nah, so hold on. So what you say about sex addicts?
I feel like that's easy. I feel like it's easy to be addicted to sex because obviously it feels amazing. Like that's what you get addicted to anything. You're addicted because it's a good sensation, and then it releases dopamine, and then so the science behind that is like it's crazy. But like ultimately, certain things can allow you to release dopamine, to where your brain will just go to that thing in the name of getting dopamine. And that's how any addiction is. And so sex obviously goes straight because it's more endorphins and hormones than just dopamine involved. Like there's a whole fucking process, which makes it so magical, powerful. And I always heard like, that's the closest feeling you could feel to like is actually sex.
The homie
it's like,
Darius said it just takes some discipline. Get you some dick discipline.
I wouldn't say it's easy for sure. That's crazy.
Get you some dick discipline out here in these streets. Yeah?
It's like, so necessary.
But see, I was like Darius because when I hear that shit, I just be like, come on, man. A sex addict, you just addicted to sex. No, you saw somebody you wanted to knock off, you knocked it off. Stop, right? Stop. That the more like I've now come around a little bit to being like, some of these motherfuckers is just, that's all they when they wake up, like you said, like a true addict. The first thing they think about is how can I get me a piece of ass? Like that's all that's on their mind that day. Who can I holler at to get it? Who's coming through? Who am I pulling up on to get a piece of ass? That's like consuming their day, that's
real. It's a real, like you said, that's how anything works. That's like you have to zoom out because then when you zoom out, you see it's consistent across the board. Same thing.
Oh, my fault. Darius is saying it's easy to be addicted. Okay, my bad. Yeah. Pause on the addicted. I gotta pause the addicted.
No, seriously, This is the same concept when you zoom out and you see somebody like addicted to food. Like wake up and like first thing they think about is boom. I be seeing people that's addicted to food, and because I like food and I love food and enjoy it, but I will also be recognizing when people go, okay, that's different. You really love that shit. Like you really love food. Like bitch, I get it, but like that's different. So like, but that's the same thing. It's like you wake up and think first thing food. I can't even think about food first when I wake up, so I couldn't imagine that. But I recognize like should be good enough to where like some people's brain is gonna say, give me more of that. Like I need that, and that's gonna apply to that. Even applies to working out. That applies to the people that can't stop going to the gym. That's why it's easy to get addicted to the gym. Plus, you like see yourself start to look different, so that like plays a role into feeling good. It's just a matter of like feeling good. Dopamine hit. Dopamine.
My 600-pound life is like I think it's a comedy show. I ain't gonna lie. To me, the shit is pure comedy. 600-pound life is pure comedy. I watch it for pure comedy because the doctor is the funniest motherfucker in the world. He don't be giving a fuck what they be talking about. He told that damn one chick, she was like, I gotta eat something. He told her, he said you already ate the next 4 years worth of food. Nigga, I'm lying. He said you ate the next 4 years worth of food in advance. The fuck you mean? You need.
I wonder if that's true though. Like if that person just don't eat anymore, I wonder how long they could exist. Probably a long time.
You gotta think about it, right? You're 600
4
pounds.
years.
Your body's gonna start eating on it. It's gonna start, consuming, what's there. So you got 600 pounds, motherfucker. You
no. What about nutrients? You can't just exist off of your own fat.
First of all, nutrients.
I guess the body will surprise you.
Hold on, Lionel. Okay. The motherfucker's 600 pounds. They've been drinking Kool-Aid and eating fucking ice cream. Ain't no nutrients. Nutrients might fuck them up.
No, they get their calcium from their ice cream. They get their calcium from their ice cream. They get their vitamin from their Kool-Aid. They get their vitamin C from that orange Kool-Aid. Yeah. Stop playing with them. And they get their sodium from their noodles.
Listen, when I started seeing people on 600-pound life where they got like next to the bed, they got like a little hot plate to make food. I was like, yeah, y'all doing. When you got a hot plate right next to your bed, like you just like roll over and hot plate, like that's like come on, man. And you know what else is crazy though? This goes back to my point.
That is
This goes to LT's Booger Wolf point. It is very rare on that show that somebody is single. It is very rare that somebody's single. Most of the time on that show, they be with a partner.
Mm-hmm.
Them motherfuckers
do they talk about their sex life on the show? Or no?
I don't think they ever get into it, but you know that is a whole that's a whole genre though. You know,
that's why I'm wondering if it's like fetish or if they just really
some of it can be because like most of the time their partners aren't really overweight.
Of course not. You can't. 2 is like what? I'm just saying because all y'all can do is talk and eat together. Like, what are y'all gonna do? But that's enough. And that is enough. And that is enough for love. So let me start. That's enough for love to grow. That's enough for them because you could break bread together and still have a good conversation. Y'all could fall in love. But at the same time, I couldn't imagine it being. Have you ever seen 2 bigs on the show that's together?
Whenever I see one, that's funny as hell. It's always one that's way bigger, right? It'll be one that'll have some weight that'll be like, I don't know, like 250 pounds, like a big person, but they won't be 600. You know what I'm saying? Like 600 is crazy.
600 is crazy.
That's crazy.
Is the show called My 600 Pound Life or like My Big 600 Pound Life?
Oh,
because I'm like, I don't want to use that word if they're not using that word. Are they using that word?
I ain't gonna put that big in there.
I'm wondering, are they using that? No. Okay, so I'm not gonna use it then.
Oh my I didn't know this, dude. Hold on, is this real? He said they be having they got them shows and they be having meets with fans. They signing autographs and shit.
They are stars. They famous. They made it to TV.
That's crazy though. I promise I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing.
And just imagine they probably be inspiring.
That, Roy.
They probably inspire like people that are like them. They're like, oh wow.
And again, I'm not shitting on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like to me, I look at the show as pure comedy when I watch it. I watch it strictly for the comedic value.
That is shitting on them though.
Well, because first like, the doctor be shitting on them. The doctor be like, serious. The doctor be like, hey, you can't. I told you to lose 60 pounds. You came in, you only lost 5 pounds. What happened?
Well, he's trying to help. They need that. Nobody telling them this.
And they be like, I was trying to follow the plan. And he was like, no, you didn't. Because if you did, you'd have lost 60 pounds. Well, I mean, I ate a couple of salads. Oh, so you were doing what you wanted to do. Okay, well, that's why you this big already. I'm like, damn, this nigga ruthless.
But to be fair, I feel like I can imagine how tough it is to lose weight at that point. Like that probably feels very uncomfortable. I know it's probably a lot of work to get, like, but to lose that weight. I wonder if like surgery will be easier, but then I think I've heard that would send the body into shock to go from like.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
That makes me want to run to the sauna.
But again, you got. We're talking about sex though. You do have a lot of, not a lot, but well, I don't know how many it is, but there is a community out there that they want their women to be basically obese. You know what I'm saying? Like they get off by like feeding them food, seeing them eat. That's how they, you know what I'm saying? Like really get off on that. You know what I mean? So
that's so funny.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just, I don't know.
I could see how feeding your partner is like hot. I could see that. But it's like at some point though, when it's unhealthy, like now you're an enabler. You're dangerous. Like at some point, that's what I be thinking. Like somebody's got to step in to say, hey, But no one's got to step in to say that because people have free will. People can eat themselves into a coma. Yeah. Like you really can eat. And to be honest, I've had Whataburger like 3 days straight. Like, I was just obsessed with that burger. That burger's just hitting. So I like had it in a row. Boom, 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 boom. So who am I to talk? So who am I to even say anything? I really get it. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I get it. But at some point,
the one thing that freaks me out is not the people that like are into like the feeding and all that. And I know this gonna sound crazy because they've been getting it in lately and they are apparently very sexually active. But little people, like when people are like really into little people, I can't, I can't. And I'm saying that because little people out here, They out here being strippers. They throwing ass. They on reality shows. It's the
That's
one.
what's taking me out is the disclaimer. Like apparently, very freaky.
No, because it's the one little bright skinned chick. She doing porn now. The little baby. They was like she a little bit. They call her little Beyonce or some shit. The little bright skin with the brown.
Yeah, I remember her from the show.
Yeah, they like she out here doing porn now. Like she getting, she getting it popping out here. But and they are adults. But like I don't, it's just not.
Nothing are adults. Of course, they're adults.
I'm just right. It's not for me. That's what I'm. It's just for me. It's not for me. It's not for me.
But that's the thing, It's okay. There's 7 billion people on the planet. Somebody needs
Yeah. I'm with you. I recognize
needs that content. Somebody needs her content. Seriously, just imagine. Go look at her shit and just imagine how many people she on there.
I mean, I don't know. See, fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it stage. I'm gonna side eye you a little bit if you like really into that. I'm gonna side eye you, and I'm gonna side eye you, and I'm gonna put you down in my mental Rolodex as a possible pedo. I promise you, I am.
Wow,
I don't mean
that's
nothing.
crazy.
I'm just gonna put you in my Rolodex. Possible. Not saying you are. I'm just not gonna be surprised if something comes out. I'm not gonna be like,
that's crazy.
I'm sorry. I mean, Jesus.
That makes sense. Why you made the comment? I mean, they are adults. I'm like, what would make you think? Of course, they're adults. Right. You're already thinking just because they little, you like, okay, you like little people.
They're 3 feet
like, no,
tall,
that's crazy. Huh?
They're 3 feet tall.
But they look like
okay,
adults.
but your kids are taller than their mother. So what is going? What?
I know.
Huh? Say it again.
Your kids are taller than their mother.
Not yet. They probably gonna be, but not yet.
Yeah. Okay. So. How does that relate to them being a child?
I feel like that's
you correlating that little person with a child just because by their height. Like that don't mean anything.
Don't make me the weird person now. They're 3 feet tall. That's what you talking about.
That don't mean that's the deformity. Like, why is that to a child?
Deformity. That's crazy. I don't know if that's
it's who they are. It's who they
are. It is though. Like you
2025.
No, you just
if that's a goal. Calling it a deformity.
Boy, don't try to diverge.
Right, thank you, Lionel. Thank you, Lionel, because he's trying to.
I'm an advocate.
Out of there when I had a whole play. I ate you up with that. Now you just the far out. What? No, because like you try to do that shit.
I'm an advocate for them. You're not an advocate, Torian.
Because that's like you saying like wise men liking these motherfucking girls with flat chests. Like. That reminded me of a boy. Look, there y'all go. That's how y'all know y'all need to follow up behind this nigga. Like, look at his ideologies. Like, it's just fucked up.
Ideologies, that's a good word to pull out and use tonight. You really ate that. Like, look at his ideologies. Listen, you ate that.
Listen, understand. I got daughters. I gotta be very protective. If I know somebody is into like certain stuff, I gotta I'm sorry.
That's absurd.
Shit. If I know
that that's so funny though. I will say.
Listen, if you've dated one little person in your life, okay, cool. But if like your dating history, if you 6'2" and your dating history is all little people,
that would make sense. That means that's their type.
I'm not gonna be surprised if they find some shit in your computer. That's all I'm gonna say. If your computer comes up and there's some wild shit in there, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I told y'all.
But what if they just like short girls? Like it's just like they just like short girls, but they date their age, or like you just dismiss all those people, just make them predators.
Now, does that exist? I'm sure that exists. Where people.
Because look at the tall basketball players, the men that don't be dating like. Kind of taller women, they always date them little ass women. So like,
well, they're like 6'9". Everybody's little to them, Torian, except your ass. You like,
nah. See, you making excuses now because for me, I'm like, why he dating that little ass girl that's like a child? Like,
she's the motherfucker's 6'9". If the woman can be 5'7",
he just gave a tall woman to represent in his pictures because it's gonna look weird.
No, that's crazy. You cannot use that as a pedigree, like as a.
And that's what Roy used it for, just shortness. Like,
it's pedigree the right word to use there, but you can't use it as that. Like height is not that because it's actually age for sure.
Right. So Roy, it's not about the height of the midget person, about the age. Like they can still.
Y'all didn't. Did you forget my disclaimer I gave? I gave a disclaimer at the beginning.
No, you can't have that disclaimer. That still just say that shit.
His disclaimer was like, now they are freaked out.
Right. Like,
It's like, this is crazy. They just getting shot after shot after shot.
right. Like Roy just
I'll be a fan.
Y'all
too.
do know I'm just saying, like they are
want their love too. They
I
deserve
feel like
love.
over like the last like 5 to 7 years, these little women, because of these shows, have become very hyperly sexual online. They are very hyperly sexual.
no, they've been hypersexual online.
I don't maybe so. I don't know. Shit. I don't know.
But they deserve love. They deserve a good.
Well, it's not about these.
A good trip to Pound Town and all.
Right, it should be a category for everybody besides children. Like,
I'm not saying they don't get. They don't. I'm
100%.
Okay.
Everybody get a category.
All right. Well, how about this? How about the OnlyFans model that is now being charged with second degree? You dig? Because one of her Johns, I guess, paid her $11,000 to wrap his ass up in saran wrap while she performed acts on herself, and he ended up passing away. And now she's charged with second degree.
What? No, that's on him. Like, she should have. See, you gotta get smarter.
Is it on him? I don't know.
You gotta have him. Yep, she should have him sign a non-disclosure.
He's like, it was consensual.
Right, that's what he was into. He was freaked out. Like, that wasn't got nothing to do with her.
Yeah, but I could see
and
that.
She was pleasuring herself and not looking. Like, how can you be like? I could see she was like staring at him, like, but like, ain't no telling like what she could have been doing where she wasn't thinking that she was suffocating.
Was she actually charged, or is that about to be tried?
She charged with second degree murder.
Oh wow,
that's that's crazy. If I was her lawyer, she'll get off.
Wow.
What the hell? When did you take the bar exam, nigga? What do you mean she'll get off?
No, her ass gonna have
Torian is through his law license out there. She'll get off.
She's gonna have a historic.
I'm just saying, like, y'all need our real life to really serve, because people be serving themselves. I mean, they be representing.
But they have time to study, Torian. They be having time.
No, I'm just saying, like, the people can represent. You can represent yourself, and I will represent her well. Like, I don't get no fuck. Like, I'm like, nah, they got her fucked up, because, like, what? And they was like, yeah.
She would have a very historic 20 lifetime sentence. They're like, wow, we've never heard of this in this state. 25 lifetimes. That bitch gonna be tied to the chain until that bitch gonna be down until 4025. They're like, bitch, 2,000 years. 2,000 years, bitch.
No, I'm gonna have her off.
Torian out here with this damn Kim Kardashian law degree.
Right.
I'm gonna have her off. I'm gonna have her free like OJ.
No,
in
you're
100
not.
years, 200 years, you'll be out.
You're gonna have. I'm trying to find the story. Yeah, you're gonna get her. You're gonna have her black ass under the jailhouse, nigga.
He gonna show up to court in his Sunday's best. This is a janky promoter. This is a janky lawyer right here. Is he court appointed? I'm like, don't go with him. Trust me. I'm just kidding. I'm only just kidding, being funny.
I'm like, no. I was like, hey, I'm just your. What do we call him? The public defender. I'm still a good public defender.
Exactly.
This is my first year. This is my first year. I'm a true public defender.
Hold on. Oh, I just saw a story I should have talked about. Oh, I forgot about this one. Yeah, we got to go back and talk about this girl. Cause she should have been. Fuck it. We talking about sex. Let's talk sex appeal.
I'm done with sex.
No. We're gonna stay on this. Just real quick. Y'all humor me real quick on this, please.
I don't want to humor you. I'm tired of humoring you. That's all I do.
Here go Naomi. I'm glad Naomi in here so we can talk about this.
See, that's what I was really just stalling for Naomi. But now,
welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
I'm here. The party has arrived.
You were stalling?
Having no strings.
Yeah.
Hey, that's no strings. That's no strings for tonight. We out of here.
Yeah, because Roy gay as fuck. He talking about sex with only men.
Right. I'm like, bro, Paul. Like, let's
fucking minute.
Let's talk about wait, come on now.
Hell no, I don't know what y'all talking about.
You know what we're talking about.
I do not. Here goes I'm trying to look for the other article, but here goes the young lady though that got charged for the second degree. She into her. She does her OnlyFans thing. She's into like some. I don't know if she does sex work or if she just does like fetish videos. I don't know what her line of work is. She married to some white man.
I feel like that's fair though, because you would obviously get charged with that if somebody dies.
Yeah, here she goes.
Why the rebrand? Because we already knocked our competitors out the water. You want to be successful at your own thing. So now this is the year of business. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. And we get that. I've never felt that everybody
niggas are taking entrepreneurial advice from her? Okay.
To be a stripper forever. I know that this is something where you get in
and
you get out. You need people in your corner to help you grow. I did. And so I know what that means for our girls. I know what that means for our guys. We finally have a company out here that takes care of its own. Thank you so much for listening and taking the time today. That's it, folks. All right, it's time for 5 for 5. So I got 5 questions.
Okay, so she's trying to be a madam? What the fuck is going? What
Bro, this is a lie. She just yelling at me. What's happening?
But I can understand. I understand why niggas was paying that money. You know, I'm looking. What was the dude name that was what's my dude name? When he said with that big rack of yours, what was my dude's name? That story we did when that nigga was tripping on the sports guy. Damn it, what's his name?
Oh, Rolex Risky.
Fuck you, Torrin. I'm looking at her with that skin tone and that big rack of hers. I can understand. Nigga wanted to have saran wrap on him.
It's funny that you made yourself laugh that hard, Torrin. That's funny.
Yeah, Torrin's wild. Listen, she out here.
I remember who said that, but I can't
remember his name either. Jason Whitlock, that's who it was. Jason Whitlock said, "Oh girl," he was like, he said, "I stay away from her with that peanut butter skin and that big rack of hers, because I know what I'm capable of." Shout out to you.
That's such a crazy statement.
No, he was like, what?
But old boy should have stayed away from her, because now he didn't wrap himself or had her wrap him in saran wrap, and he didn't checked out of here now. She killed that man. Let's keep it real. She wrapped.
She didn't kill him. He died.
She
exactly.
She didn't kill him.
They killed each other.
But I think what it is, see, like she was talking all this shit about business, but it's like, girl, you shouldn't have some contract signed for that shit. So I hope that all the sex workers are like, if you're gonna be going into some BDSM, like, yeah, definitely get some contracts, and a liability waiver needs to be signed before you engage in those type of activities. Keep your ass safe.
Yes.
So it seems like that she was like probably caught off guard, because everybody keeps reporting that he paid $11,000 for this. So it seems like that number might have been the reason where maybe she's not even into that, but like he was like, "Yo, I got $11,000 for you," and she was like, "You know what? Where the saran wrap? Fuck it." Yeah.
No, facts. You have to be trained. You really have to be trained and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Even when it comes, niggas just be wanting to choke any woman during sex, but it's like they're actually
whoa. You can't just put that on. Niggas.
Yeah. Real men choke. Real men choke, Roy.
Shit. Pause. What the fuck are we talking about tonight?
Sex.
Like, if you're gonna be doing BDSM,
two men choke to be
crazy. Like the Health Association, OSHA, they need to be a part of that. They need to be regulating. Like, if you're gonna do saran, this is the extent. Like, they obviously need to be a part of that, or this shit is gonna run rampant. Like, who knows how much saran wrap was used, and like, obviously it was over the face.
That's not funny, but it's funny.
Obviously it's enough to suffocate him. So like that needs, like, I feel like if OSHA was a part of that, that's why I feel like this conversation is good. If people can have more sex conversations, and it would like maybe normalize it, not in the sense of like just go fuck, but in the sense of like maybe does OSHA need to be regulating sex workers, so that making sure that like, people aren't drugging people, and like also if they're doing BDSM, the practices are safe. Like, is that too much to think about or no?
But they would have to legalize prostitution. And like, so imagine just like the whole fight that would do to like this Christian nation, right? Where it's like, so it would have to be a lot of legislation to go into that. But yeah, maybe it does need to be some checks and balances. For sure. Or maybe that needs to be part of sex ed. Who knows? Like maybe
it's
sex ed just needs to go.
Whoa. Part of sex ed, I don't want my kids learning about saran wrapping motherfuckers.
Well, then she might end up killing the nigga on accident.
Okay.
In 6th grade? No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, I feel I
Two
honestly I
raps
was just
maximum.
thinking about
No, that's too
sex
much.
ed needs to be taught in different stages, right?
Yeah.
Because like the same way we need to be having these sex conversations with our children, like constantly at different stages. Like it can't be like, oh, I had the conversation when you were 10 and
Right.
that's it. It's like because there's things that you can open them up to at 8, 10 years old. And then it's a whole other story at 15 years old, 16 years old, when it's like, oh, there's actual like sexual contact that can be actually going on. So I feel like, titrate it, but I don't know, where do people get the education, right? Or like
Right,
niggas just need
Roy.
to stop
We
trying
know.
shit.
Hold on,
Niggas
but
just need to
we
stop
know.
trying shit that they don't
We
really
know where niggas get the education from. Unfortunately, niggas get the education from porn. Let's be very clear. I know exactly where these niggas get their education from these porno videos, and that shit is unrealistic as fuck and it's unhealthy. That's where they get it from, though. Niggas is watching people watch way too much porn in this country, if we're gonna be honest about it. And that shit is not realistic.
Probably in the world.
That's why I prefer amateur porn. But now I'm playing. But no, people watch a lot of fuck y'all. People watch a lot of damn porn, and that's what most dudes. And now I think a lot of women are openly discussing how much they watch porn. That used to be like women didn't really say they watch porn. Now women are very open with saying that they watch porn, and you know what I'm saying, putting it out there. So you got a society that, to your point, Naomi, they may take sex ed young in school. They may have even a conversation whether how in depth it is or not. We don't know with their parent, but then the rest of their sex education comes through porn, and then whoever these
fucking friends,
these friends they got. So that's what we got.
About that often. I really think about that often, about how I have to relearn so many things, because they were like, I remember being exposed to it, but I was so young when like I was being taught it that like it wasn't just processed in a way it could have been. I was like, what if you like teach certain things at certain ages? Like maybe this should be too young.
And then you have to read, because of course you will want to say certain things when you are growing up, but it definitely has to be reinforced, right? Like repetition is the father of learning, right? So it's like you kind of do have to reinforce things like with children, because I recognize like when you're dealing with a children, they're for sure still a children into their teens, right? Like they're still children, so it's like there's still so much for them to learn. Like we're still learning so much, and we're adults. We're learning so much.
I know, so like even 20s is like baby.
Yeah, so it's like there's a lot of things that we got to start giving up the game, right? Like even when it comes to older cousins or aunties and uncles, like if the parents aren't having the conversations, you have to make sure that you're a space that children could turn to and be like, if they do have something like, damn, I know I can go to Lionel with this, and like he's not even gonna go and tell my mom. If I tell him to keep it between us, like he'll give it straight up. And it's like, people need those spaces, and the kids that are coming up in this time definitely need those type of spaces. But then there's so much education to be had online. But I always say I was one of the first babies to like grow up with the internet, so it's like so much shit I turned to Google for. Like I had Google in my life growing up, so I could ask Google any motherfucker.
I feel like you're taking a shot at me. I feel like it's a shot.
Nigga had to use the encyclopedia. That's what my mom be telling me. She was like, "Yeah, we have to look at encyclopedia."
Well, and that's why.
I was like, "Oh wow!"
And that's why my generation can read, and now this new generation, nobody apparently can fucking read. None of these
That's
kids.
because you wasn't reading to your nieces and nephews, where you wasn't reading to your cousins. That's why your ass wanted
to
go to school. Hold on, nigga, go to school. What you mean reading to them? Go to class. The fuck?
Okay,
well, it's both. It's both. We just talked about reinforcement. Yes, they can do it at school, but they have to be doing it at home too.
Boom,
nothing, Porian. Shit.
Yeah, it's your fault. You did it.
Not my fault at all. These niggas better go
it's read the all Roy's fault. I figured it out.
Fuck Roy.
I forgot what movie it is, but it's a really good movie. Wow, I can't think of the name of it, but it's like the concept of the movie is that like this person is like unwillingly, they're like the decisions that like they made in their life, very minute decisions to them, actually impacted like the world, and like somebody has to like travel back in time because somebody's trying, because obviously the bad guy travel back in time to try to make them make a different decision, and this person is like, I just work at wherever the fuck, like what you talking about? And so I say that to say, to y'all's point, I know y'all are trying to, you know, we tongue in cheek, pause, but sometimes you can make a decision or do something that you think is minute that really may have an impact on somebody else, and then that person does something bigger, you know what I'm saying, that goes out to the world. So like you don't even know really, you know what I'm saying, like how, if you do something very small, like what that ripple is, I guess is
no, and literally it's so crazy you say that, because I was tweeting the other day about why it's so important to like literally be so authentic and shine in your own light, because like somebody had said something, like I was watching a podcast and they just happened to say something that like prompted a whole like, you know, message for me that I needed for something like, yeah, that I need to do. And it's like, damn, but if they had not been in line, like on their shit, that wouldn't even came in that way that it was ready to come. So it's just so interesting, yeah, how things can affect. It's the butterfly effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But
really
yeah,
is.
life is dope like that. Life is hella dope like that. And that's why I've been like, boy, I've been seeing divine order in my life personally. And I'm just like, ooh, can't nobody do it like God. Like, so it's like, you don't even like dead ass. You don't even gotta be stressing nothing, because you will really think some shit fucked you up. Yeah, and whole time that shit set you up for success later down the line. And it's like but you didn't know, you didn't have the sight. But you know, but when you are in alignment, you're able to, you know, watch that shit add up. Because I always say, like, you know, I had got kicked out of the first college I went to, and when that shit happened to me, you know, that was I thought that was just like the worst shit, like the worst experience. And now I'm like, damn, thank God I got fucking kicked out of that school. Like, I literally needed that out. Like, I don't know how I would have survived going that way. Right. So life is
I saw them playing in March Madness the other day, and it's crazy because I thought about that. It was probably like 5 days ago, and I saw them playing. I was like, wow, I literally thought about that.
Man, because that was such a look, my ass just thinking about academics. It was such a great school. I was like, I'm going pre-med, like I'm gonna go ahead and be a doctor. I can like walk on a team. I was talking to the coach and everything. Baby.
It wasn't me. But no, speaking of divine order and also sex, I was like out for a walk the other day, and it was windy and the trees were blowing. And like I'm like seeing stuff fly from the trees. I'm like, is the wind in the trees fucking right now? Because basically I know that that's how they be spreading their seeds. It's like when that wind blows, and that's when they be like dropping. I'm like, oh, this is. I'm like, should I not look? Like, do y'all need some space? I was thinking, is this like a form of sex happening? That's how shit like it do be going down, and that's why I feel like I'm still processing, to be honest, the power of sex.
No, that's because sex.
Yeah,
it's collaboration. The collaboration. It's like, so that's kind of what there is, like a magic moment in there. So I love that it is magic as well. I'm like, that's what got me. I was like, I want to talk about the magic part.
I know. See, Naomi
I'll bring the magic into the love.
Naomi want to bury your drawers in the front yard. I told y'all.
I'm like, I don't do love spells. I would never.
Sure.
I'm like, I would never even do a spell on people at this point.
So what you're saying is that you're saying that you have the ability to, you just won't do it.
I mean, of course I have the ability to.
There you go.
I mean, everybody has the ability to do something, like, you know.
I told y'all before she came on here. You know,
I mean, but why would I?
Yeah.
See, because I'm ascended. Sometimes, you know, when people are just on their magician shit, but you see, I'm a mystic, right? So, like, for me, it's very, like, important for me to keep my soul and my karma in check. Like, that's something I'm actively working on. It would be something if, you know, I'm like,
you see what I'm saying? Niggas out here just trying to
if I didn't recognize, like, because for what, like, what? No, I would never try to like bind a man's nature. You know, like I buy magical tools, so I be on sites, and it's like there are so many even, you know, potions, and it's like keep niggas from cheating. There's a lot of shit, you know.
And Torian was laughing at me a minute ago. See, Torian, now, yeah, see,
laughing about what?
I told you, Torian.
And he was scared. I saying nothing to be scared of.
Yeah, I'm scared. My wife got some shit Creole ancestry. I'm nervous as fuck every day I wake
You
up.
know who
Nigga, you
got that
already
bullshit?
I'm like, it's
You
way
already
too
caught.
late for
Prenup.
you. It would be way
He
too
said my
late.
wife. Like, nigga,
I know
you're
it's
caught
too
already.
late. It's the deal is
I'm
done.
still fighting against it. I'm still fighting against it. It's not too. It's never too late. God damn it. Never say die.
Well, clearly she's being nice because she lets you grow some hair back. She
Well,
said you
look.
can have a right.
Shout out to her. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this. I forgot that, I got a crazy, my hat game is immaculate. And the damn hair with the hats, this shit is not the business. It's like fuck your hair up now. It's just a whole lot. It's just I'm close to cutting this shit off. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I love helmet
This
hair
nigga
because
can't
it
be
gives
happy.
me
No
a,
way.
it
I'm
gives me a
like, all
mullet.
right,
I like a
nigga.
mullet.
Remember what happened last time you decided to just cut your hair off?
This shit is like, I was like, I had to tell myself pause like 2 weeks ago. I was like, they was like, hey bro, you gonna pull up? I was like, I gotta do my hair. I was like, pause, nigga, I gotta do my hair though.
That's
What, Roy? You
Hey,
hey,
pause,
do you think I do my hair pause?
pause.
Niggas got to do their hair every day when they gotta brush that shit and do their hair. Like,
Yeah,
what?
but that's not like that. You can do that in the car. You just
That's still doing your hair. Like, you
I
still doing
gotta
some shit to it.
I gotta do all kinds of shit now before I go out the crib.
And no, you don't. Like, you just gotta do it because you gotta grow that shit because it's synthetic.
It's a lot right now. So I'm, who knows? I'm week to week. I'm week to week with this shit. I don't know where I'm going with it.
You're a winner. Just like the first time. You ain't like a lesson, nigga.
He said, "I
I
think that was an appropriate pause for myself. That was a self pause."
Nah, see, thank you, LT. You overpaused on that one. Now I'm offended.
Hilarious.
It makes me want to spin. This conversation makes me want to spin tonight. I have this Dolomite record, and I listened to it once or maybe twice. And I don't know. It's not that I wasn't interested, but I remember it being so vulgar. I was listening to it like during a workout. Like I was doing a workout real quick to spun that, and I was just like very taken aback, very jaw dropped, and like it was so explicit. And I say that like literally, like not in a judging way, but like literally explicit, very vulgar. And like, but I was also appreciating the expression. Like he was just so comfortable and open, and I was just like, so I'm gonna have to listen to that again to see like what the fuck was he talking about. But yeah, it's like, you know what? Because the inside, we're talking about sex. The inside has like some interesting like looks too. Look,
the inside of what?
The inside
He
of the
said the
record.
Dolomite record.
So this is the inside of the record.
Way down in the jungle deep.
Oh wow, Lionel, we're gonna get flagged.
A blind ass monkey stepped on the signal. All right, go.
Don't speak that over the show.
And Dolomite, I think it came out that he was a part of the LGBTQ community, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think that he was bi. I think Dolomite was bi.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to this tonight. I'm gonna have some answers. I'm gonna see what I come up with.
I'm almost positive that it came out later, like because they did the movie. I think Eddie Murphy played Dolomite in the movie.
Yeah, I've heard. I saw that drop, but I didn't watch the actual movie.
Yeah, but like I don't think they got into it too deep. But I think if I read a book or something about Dolomite years ago, and it was basically people who knew he didn't put it out there, but yeah, I think he was at least bisexual. I don't know how he identified back then, but he was at least bisexual, 100%.
Yeah, that's 100%. What it was like, though. People just fucking hit that shit.
Right, Roy. So it's okay.
For? I'm like 50 Cent. Why you say fuck me for? Like I ain't even do nothing. The hell I got to do with this?
Right, Roy.
God,
hilarious.
Okay, here we go. Let me play this because I've been itching to play this because I should have played up a bird.
Itching, but you don't say pause to that.
Oh no, this is not a pause.
Pause, you dirty.
I'm just
right. Pause. You got motherfucking some crap.
I'm gonna just kick her. I'm gonna kick her back in for. I'm finna kick her back in for delusion.
You're going to jail.
Did y'all see this one? Jail. Okay, here we go. People were telling her that they told her that she looked like Blueface Mama. Here we go.
And I thought that was Blueface Mama.
Is this?
Tori,
that's not Blueface Mama.
I thought it was too.
I don't know how Blueface mama look.
That's her mama.
That's
in
the
the
picture right there. The picture. I'm like, oh, she just got her makeup off.
Blueface mama.
I just thought she was saying that she didn't look 40, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, I guess, but like,
let her tell her story, Torian. Here she go.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't mind being told that, but like, really, do I really look that old? You guys, I'm only 25.
Wow.
I'm only 25.
Baby girl, I'm sorry. You look like you got some age on you. I apologize.
It's
not
the
even,
outfit.
but I mean,
No, it's the nightgown.
Oh no,
It's
she
the
looked
nightgown
like she at
and
least
the big
35
titties.
years old, Torian. Fuck with
It's
y'all.
the blouse.
she
and
just
the
got a
big
fuller
titties.
face, so you gotta like consider that some of them like people
No, like she could definitely. I don't know, cause the clothing do look kind of childish. It still look childish, obviously, cause it's like
she look like she got some age on her.
That look like a granny ass blouse to me.
25 is crazy, but now I get it.
Where it's just
because I
giving a
promise-
crack a titty. It's just giving a crack a titty, but you see the titties is
Crack
huge.
a titty.
But the titties
No,
is
like
huge
this is
now.
good for church.
But
Like,
the whole
you go to
time
church
titties
like
is huge. And then
That's
pearls.
cleavage. That's cleavage.
Cleavage. It's cleavage. That's cleavage. That's a
Y'all
couple
are
boobs.
crazy.
Just a couple boobs.
She
Oh,
is
yeah.
giving cleavage.
I mean,
y'all
I
just
feel
judging the top. Y'all don't even know how it really look.
It's crazy because people be 40. I be meeting so many women that are 40 and people in general, but like they never look 40. I would never guess. I would have guessed that she was 40. That's why I never play that game.
Right.
I don't play the age guess game because people be like guess. Like they be just proud because they look
No,
young.
I'm like,
I'm
I
like,
know
I'm
they
not.
old. I know
But
they
she
old
definitely
when they
give
say that.
20.
I know that's such a dead
I
giveaway.
know they're old when
That's
they
a dead
ask
giveaway.
like how old
I'm
am
like,
I?
I know.
No, niggas who
I'm like
supposed to be
70,
talking to
bitch.
me.
Are you
Y'all
70?
should see. Y'all should see the niggas that be trying it. Like, what the fuck? Last time I was at the casino, this man was I can't even remember how old that damn man was. But old enough, I said my grandma here. Like my 84-year-old grandma is here. I think he was like 60 something. Like he was old, like there with a cane, I feel.
No,
like,
no
trying
way.
to talk to me. It's like, nigga,
He's like, I
now
got
you
some
know
dollars.
you're out of line. Like I'm here with my grandma and my mama, and it's so funny. Me and my grandma and my mama be out enough. Like even they know how it is. Like when niggas talking to me when I'm out. Like niggas will still stop and talk to me when I'm with my people. They like shit.
They trying to say what's popping. Shit, that old nigga
Say,
said.
here,
he
go to
trying
grandma's
No,
house.
but I was like my mama and my grandma here. Like if you want one that's like a little hey, but you're out of line. Like to where I could be your granddaughter.
Don't make it weird. Y'all are both adults.
No, and I asked them for some money, and I did. And I asked them
Right.
for
I
some
know
money.
you did not just say that. Don't
They
make
all-
it
No,
weird.
look,
Y'all both
it's
adults.
almost like
But you just said midgets can't fuck with somebody because
Well,
they
that's
adults.
Boy,
That's different.
please.
That's
So,
different. The midget
no,
thing
it's
is
not
different.
different. There we go. Caught your ass. Thank
It's
you. You
not
said
different.
your
yeah.
stuff up.
Look, you do have to catch his ass because he'll just be saying
Right.
shit that
Thank
don't make
you. Look how he.
no sense.
Nah, the midget thing is
No.
different, bro.
But that
You-
nigga
No,
never
the
was
midget
out of
ain't
line.
It's nothing bad. I just put you on a pot. You know, like when you playing spades, you got, you count your books, you got your possibles. The people that are really into little people, I just put them in the possible category. That's it. I'm not
Nah,
saying.
don't put me in that motherfucker.
If you like little people, Torian, you're in the possible category. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just me. It's just my thing. I apologize. But is this? Let me see if this is the end of what she says because she was very taken aback.
Is it the wig? It's the wig. It's the wig. It's the wig. Okay.
You still look 40.
that's
Don't pull the
worse.
hair back. You look 40.
That's a little better.
No, she looked 25. Like I wouldn't be surprised if
I
she
don't
said
want to look
Torian, stop.
like. I mean, she's pretty and she's beautiful, but like,
Roy,
I wanna
y'all
look my
had some
age.
older folks that look.
No, let me say this.
Oh, in their young
I
age.
hate when
So-
these niggas be. I hate when these niggas online, especially them women, be like, "How old I look?" Because I'll be like Naomi. I'm like, "Bitch, you look your age. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it, but don't try to fish for no compliments that you look like you in your 20s because you
No,
don't."
I'll be nice. I always go like unreasonably young. Like I'm like, if you're gonna ask me that, then I'm gonna play back with you. I'm like 22. I'm like, you 24.
Like you obviously need it. You need
I
to
know.
win.
I'm like, are you
You need to
20?
win.
Are you 18? like, no, I'm 82. I'm like, damn. You look good. I'm like, damn, you look good.
I just hate it though because these people be really looking very age appropriate. It's like it's nothing wrong with looking age appropriate, or even you can look. Most of the time, black people typically look a few years younger than what they are. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing wrong. I don't know,
Not
man.
you.
No, I'm like, I
Not
feel
you,
like
Roy.
I
You
be
look
getting-
every bit
I
of
be
your
getting the
age.
other
No,
half.
somebody told me I look like Bobby Brown at the gym.
You look every bit of your age, Roy.
That's racist.
58.
I know, but it was a black person now. Of course,
Dorian,
I stepped into the basketball court, like, and I'm like, oh wow, which is a totally different vibe from like tennis and pickleball. Which, of course, I just haven't been in that energy in so long. So I was stepping in. Of course, the first thing somebody said was like, hey, Bobby Brown. And I like looked to them. So they like
Bobby
dead
Brown
at
is
me.
crazy.
I was like, who the fuck are you talking about?
They called you Bobby Brown.
They was
Oh
talking
my
to me,
god.
yeah.
I
was
mean,
like,
but I
wow.
see it though. I would. That's not a
I've
bad
never got
one
Bobby
though.
Brown before. I've gotten a lot of different names, which is crazy.
Because I get
But
like
not Bobby Brown.
the in prime
It's the
Bobby
haircut.
Brown when they refer to
It's
you.
the
That's-
haircut.
Yeah, it's younger Bobby
My
Brown.
barber tried to shape my fro the other day, so
It's
that's
pre-cocaine. It's pre-cocaine jaw Bobby
yeah,
Brown.
it's that good
It
Bobby
is.
Brown. That one who was hitting that shit. He was.
Yeah, the Bobby
I know,
Brown
I
you
think
don't
Bobby Brown is super cool. I just never heard that before.
you don't want to be Bobby Brown from the Ja Rule video. That's the one you don't want to be. That nigga
And I
jaw
think
was
I know what
swinging
video
in
he's
that
talking
video.
about.
Yeah, that's Roy. He should know.
That is the Roy. That's the Roy Bobby.
Shout out to Bobby Brown. And I know
That's the
you're
Roy
a kid.
Bobby.
Boy. Shout out to Bobby Brown, the kid. You do know that Whitney Houston dubbed that nigga the king of R&B. Shout out to Whitney. Whitney was on the pipe at that point, heavy. Said that nigga's the king of R&B. I said, Whitney, if you don't sit your black ass, shout out to Whitney. But she was clearly wild.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
okay,
No,
okay.
she
Let's
was.
go. We got two more. We're gonna get up out of here for the night, y'all, because I got
Oh, we
shit
got
to
one
do.
more.
Okay, well, fuck it, one more, and you can get your ass on. Shit.
Well, I'm gonna go now then, since you don't leave me here.
We don't got time to fucking play around with you touring tonight. Shit, we got shit to do. No. Where's this one at?
Pause, bro. What you mean? Pause, nigga?
Always super pause. Shit, I was trying to be an advocate, but fuck it.
No, you wasn't. You ain't never trying to be no advocate.
I'm an advocate. That's all I can do is be an advocate.
Spell advocate.
Don't worry about that. Which one should I go with first? Okay, let's go with this one because I think this is a heartwarming story, and I feel like this dude, the look that he was given, is telling me that maybe he got a little bullied into doing this, but he still did it, and I respect the fuck out of it. I ain't gonna hold.
Let's see what's going on.
I ain't gonna hold you. I know y'all saw this because this shit went viral. Let's go.
Aww.
Surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
He don't. The daddy don't never smile. This nigga's gangster. The daddy is super gangster. He just sit there chilling. He's like, come on, man, take this. Come on, take this picture. Come on.
And sometimes it's like that as a parent.
Yeah. That's how it should be. You should still show up for your child no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not knocking him. Shout out to him for like being there, man.
Yeah, I feel like Ocean is so dramatic. Sometimes she be like crying over her elbow or something so small. And I'll be feeling like that when I'm tapping her back and like, it's okay, Ocean. Oh, it's okay. But I'll be feeling like you're totally fine.
Cause look, Pops look like he with the shits. That nigga suit low key sagging and shit. That nigga, man, like he kind of standing there. He ain't really too emotional. He kind of like, yo, I pulled up, man. Y'all leave me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here. God damn it, I'm here. Right. I showed up. You know what I mean? But shout out to him for showing up. You see how much it meant. You know what I'm saying? It really.
I know, I wish we could.
Because he definitely want to tell his son to man up. Like you can just tell by his energy. He like man up, but like he
that's
just.
why I'm thinking that he's thinking this is crazy. I want to interview him.
Stop all that goddamn crying.
Right, like
no, like boy or girl. Like come on.
Come on, straighten up, nigga. Damn.
Yeah, but I mean, it was cool to watch. So let's go to the end. They was trying, look, this nigga's the most gangster nigga of all time. Look at this nigga, the way this nigga pants is fitting. That nigga, you know, he did a little time somewhere. Shit.
This is monumental.
That's racist.
No, it's not. True. There you go. He cracked a smile. I saw him. He did a little smile. Okay, he with the shit.
He did that Kanye shit.
Excuse me.
Right.
Somebody got the picture.
I love the candidness. Let it know. Let it go. Okay. Emotions.
That was dope, though. Shout out to them, man. I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? I think it was dope. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's to all my partners out there to be talking shit.
My husband surprised his son.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, we still got to deal with the trauma in the black community. I'm sorry.
No, I was just thinking. No, I was just thinking of that's how that woman like described. Yeah. You know how some people be with stepchildren. Yeah. But I had just recognized the, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She still don't fuck with that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go.
That's his son.
Tonight. And this is a little something that I like to call Negro news. This is going to be a new segment on the show. I want to end the night every night with some Negro news, just some old Negro news. Well, Negro news isn't necessarily like ratchet stuff. Negro news is not necessarily in a box, right? But it's just Negro news. And this Negro news is with a twist because this Negro news comes to us with a white woman who clearly spent a whole lot of time around Negroes. And this is one of the most Negro settings I've seen in my life. This shit looks like it's in like either East Texas, maybe South Dallas. Mm-hmm. I could see it being somewhere Sunnyside in Houston, maybe somewhere on the north side. I can see it several places in Texas. I don't know exactly where it is, but this scenario is one of the funniest fucking scenes I've seen in my life because it's a woman that's mad at her husband. It's old Negroes talking shit. It's the best of both worlds. This is true Negro shit. Let me pull this up for y'all before we get up out of here tonight, man. Hit the thumbs up button if you're not, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate that as well. Okay, here we go. So just to set this up, y'all know this, how this shit go, right? Y'all done been around where old niggas sit around. They're at like an old car wash. You know how old niggas sit out, you know, on the weekend and drink their little beer, talk shit with some music playing at the old broken the car wash that's closed down or under the shade tree, right? This is the scenario, but this nigga's old lady's finna pull up and y'all just gotta watch and listen. Here we go.
You wanna do that shit today? Get the fuck out my face, bro.
No. Big kids and everything. Oh, that's crazy.
Man, what the fuck happened, bro?
Y'all know we used to shit like that.
Boy, please, I cannot believe this is your first history of Negro news.
That ain't our business.
No.
That ain't our business.
So two things for me. The first thing is, truthfully, I believe a nigga get whatever he get fucking with a white woman. It's like I can't really have no sympathy because it's like you made this decision knowing like the history. Yeah. Like I'ma assume. And two, the white woman seeing what the fuck women be having to go through or black women go through. It's like nigga, look what your ass get over here. Like, yeah. Now look at your ass. Now look at your ass.
Not you say you thought this shit was sweet.
No, like you crashed
it is
out.
sweet. It's sweet on me.
I'm like, yeah.
All right, let's finish up. Okay, I love these old niggas in the background. They coming through dapping up. They ain't giving a fuck. They dapping niggas up and shit, talking they shit. I love the blues playing in the background. It sounds like some Johnny Taylor. Sound like some old Johnny Taylor they got in the background. I love it.
There's some Texas shit too, I think.
What's up, bro? Have you home? Yeah, Get out there busy.
Okay, this might be Dallas because that nigga definitely got a booty haircut. He got a booty. Did you see
It
that?
looked Texas to me.
Yeah, he got a booty, but I seen some niggas in Mississippi kind of wear that little booty shit too before. But I'm gonna say Dallas for now. I'm gonna say South Oak Cliff. I feel like that's a safe area.
No facts, and I feel like Dallas niggas will fuck with a white bitch too.
Damn.
That is a South Side
Look at these niggas talking shit. Them niggas said some mixed kids and
No, and I'm like, that's what I was thinking. Like, she probably so mad she taking care of them kids by herself. Like, yeah, girl.
Oh,
yeah.
These niggas said some mixed kids in the car. She signed up for it. Watch out. This nigga still, he trying to be cool.
Like, if you don't take care of us, oh, they said it too. Yeah. Take your ass home, nigga. You done got slapped up in the party. What you even trying to come back for? We just finna be on your ass the whole time.
Hey, like,
the rest of the night is on your ass. Just go home.
They like, nigga, go home. He trying to act like, man, that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping, nigga. She up here tripping on this boo.
If you're in an abusive relationship and we all just seen it. Please.
Yeah, nigga, that was a bad look. Watch this.
Ain't nothing like family. Ain't nothing like family, nigga. Boy, your ass down, boy. Ain't nothing like family. They got a Caucasian.
Hey, she did you all right, nigga. Way back in the gap. We was like thinking they clothes thrown out up here.
Yeah, these niggas talking crazy now. They talking about what used to happen back in the day. It was just a
Wait,
bad
what
look.
song was that? Please go back a little bit.
Oh, you want to hear the song? Do the people want the song? Lionel said he's trying to hear the song. Oh, let me bring it back some.
Thrown out up here.
Hey, what child support send the guy to temptation?
It's hard to tell.
Hey, child support send your ass to temptation.
Ain't our business.
And you got a Caucasian woman.
Okay, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was this song where this guy sings about his last $2.
Oh yeah, that's Johnny Taylor. Yeah, I think it's Johnny. That's what I'm saying. That's Johnny Taylor sings these last $2. I think it's Johnny Taylor.
That song.
Yeah, like I grew up on that when I was little.
This is his vibe. My papa will love this little guy.
Oh yeah, that whole scene out there. But look, do you see the last comment these niggas made? Dude kept saying he got a Caucasian woman. Yeah, he probably kept telling niggas, yeah, I got a white girl at the crib, nigga.
They probably had, you think they knew? They probably had no idea.
Yeah, he probably
no, they're like, wow, you never know. You never know what people got. You never know what
like mixed kids. He talked about his daughter all the time. I thought she was black.
And she pulled up with the shits though. She was slapping the nigga. Like, clearly he ain't supposed to be out there. He should be at the crib. He want to go kick it. She pulled up with the kids. So she done been around. She done been around niggas for a long time. Cause that's
she probably at her wits end. I'm like, now you know you can't be leaving them half black kids. I'm like,
that nigga said it's a mixed kids.
No, I'm like, you know they would get too stressed. I can't even imagine. I would be scared. I'm like, I don't want to stress them out. I'm like unstable mothers. I'd be like, it's okay. I'll watch the baby. Like, let me just take the kids so you can recharge. Let's make sure you're good.
Yeah, nah, it's doing too much, man. All right, that's it for tonight, man. Let's get up out of here on that note. That nigga, man. Whoever sent that video, please post more because I want to see these old Negroes that hang out at this old this old car wash with blues playing and them niggas up there just kicking it, watching cars go by. Those are my favorite old niggas to hang around. I don't like old niggas that's in front of like gas stations. I like old niggas under like shade trees. Those niggas they talk when they under a shade tree or like in somebody's front yard and they know every car that passed by and when they say hey and then they tell you all their business after they pass. Oh, I love that shit. All right, man. We up out here for the night. Shout out to my man LT for getting active in that chat tonight. We definitely 100%. Appreciate you, my guy. You dig? Shout out to everybody that supports the show. Continue to listen to us, man. We post the podcast, the audio version every Thursday. I'm also going to start making sure to get them clips out by Saturday. So on Saturday, you're going to get clips broken down to the show starting every Saturday afternoon. So be on the lookout for that as well, man. And just tap in with us, man. You did? We appreciate y'all. We out of here, man. Peace, y'all. Hey.